Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, My Crypto Teacher. My name is Ida and I am your crypto teacher. I am so excited. This is why I own crypto. I'm going to give you all two very important pieces of crypto news today. This is news you can use, information you've got to have. It is critical, it is important. If you don't own any crypto, after you hear this information, you're going to buy some. Okay, I am not a financial manager. I am not a financial advisor. I am a teacher, an educator, and I am simply sharing with you my information and my journey about crypto. All right, today, guys, I'm bringing you two articles. One, big time JP Morgan. I'm going to talk to you all about they are using DeFi. The conversion from traditional assets and traditional financing is beginning to slowly test the transition to tokenized assets and moving finance and transacting finance on the blockchain. This is big. This is huge. It's huge. It's big. All right. Second article I'm going to talk to you all about is XRP. There is XRP has another friend, and I'm so glad because I believe the SEC has really breached their jurisdiction, and I think they're misusing their power, and XRP was an unfair target. A lot of people and investors were hurt when Gary Gensler and the SEC went after XRP. So XRP has a new ally, which I'm very glad to hear about, and I'm going to share that information with you all as well. So first, let's take a look at the very first article. JP Morgan, yes, JP Morgan Chase executes its first DeFi trade on a public blockchain. I'm going to tell you all why this is important. I'm going to read some different pieces of this article and I'm going to unpack it. And then I want you all to put your questions and put your comments in the description and tell me what you think about it. Okay. So yeah, this is huge. This is big. Even though we're in a bear market, this is when the foundation is being laid for you to set yourself up for wealth when the bull market comes. All right, so let's take a look. Hold on. So the MAS chief, which I think stands for the Monetary Authority of Singapore, the chief fintech officer said the successful test was a big step towards enabling more efficient and integrated global financial networks. Now, that's what we've been talking about. When people need to get an understanding about what is blockchain good for, what is this thing about tokenized assets? It's about making transactions cheaper, cross-border transactions cheaper with the use of blockchain and crypto tokens and crypto assets. This is huge. All right, so let's keep going on. The multinational banking firm JP Morgan has successfully executed its first ever, but not the last, that I added that, cross-border transaction using DeFi on a public blockchain. And so in layman's terms, JP Morgan has used DeFi successfully. And you've heard a lot about DeFi. You know DeFi is decentralized finance, which is different from traditional finance. And I'm going to talk to you all about what JP Morgan said and what they got out of this test, this very successful test and experiment. First, let's talk about the trade itself. The trade was facilitated by the Monetary Authority of Singapore's Project Guardian on November 2nd, 2022, which was established as part of a pilot program. You know how new things come out. First, they do a pilot because they want to take a small section, do it in a small way. They take a pilot, and if the pilot is successful, what happens? Voila. Now you got mass adoption. That's how it works. First, it goes from a pilot, then it goes to mass adoption. Okay. So it was established as part of a pilot program to explore potential decentralized finance application in wholesale funding markets. In other words, the pilot was another step into examining how traditional financial institutions, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, all the big banks and financial institutions, that's what they're talking about. They're traditional. So this was another step in examining how the traditional financial institutions can use tokenized assets, that's crypto and blockchains, and DeFi protocols to conduct financial transactions among other use cases. That's major. So they're testing out how to use DeFi. And we all know that DeFi is what? Faster, cheaper, more secure. Once they get their hands wrapped around this DeFi, these banks are not going to go back. Once they see how much more efficient, how cheaper it is, how faster it is, and how much more secure it is, they would never use traditional financial markets again. All right, so this is big. It's huge. It's big. That's why even though we're in a bear market, I'm accumulating the right types of projects. The trade, now this is even bigger news. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Okay, wait a minute. If you haven't already, make sure you click on like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. I'm in a good mood, even in the bear market. The trade was executed on Ethereum Layer 2 network Polygon. How many times do I have to tell y'all about Polygon? Polygon-matic. I own Polygon-matic. This is not financial advice. I own it, and I'm getting ready to start buying some more. And they used a modified version of the Aave protocol smart contract code. So I don't own Aave, but Aave is an excellent crypto. So here's the thing. They celebrated, they had to go to Twitter. They had to go to Twitter with the news. They did. So the chief fintech officer, Mohanty, said it was a big step. He posted it all on Twitter and talked about how great it was, which it is. This is huge, huge. And basically he said, the live pilots led by industry participants demonstrate, that means it showed that with the appropriate guardrails in place, that's why they're setting it up right now, digital assets and decentralized finance. Digital assets and decentralized finance have the potential to transform. Transform is a big word. That means change. Transform means to make major changes. So they're saying with the right pieces in place, DeFi, digital assets, and everything that goes with it has the potential to transform capital markets. So also to keep on going down here, the DeFi lending protocol Aave also commented on the new pilot, adding that the DeFi trade is a huge milestone. That means adoption is coming. We're making progress. We're making progress for the crypto industry. It represents a massive step towards bridging traditional finance assets into DeFi. And once they go to DeFi, they're not coming back because they're going to see how much more superior it is, because crypto is the technology of the future. And when you find a better system, a better way of doing something, you don't go back to the old way. All right. So also the Boston Consulting Group estimated the total size of tokenized e-liquid assets will reach about 16 trillion by 2030. Also, Cynthia Wu, who's the Chief Operating Officer of Digital Asset Service Platform, she recently told Cointelegraph that almost everything could be tokenized in 5 to 10 years, and that non-fungible tokens could be the instrument used to represent off-chain assets like real estate deeds, equities, and bonds. Some of y'all not going to understand me. Unstoppable domains. That's why we will be shifting from .com addresses to .crypto, .blockchain, .nft. Unstoppable domains. You want to have and own some unstoppable domains. Everything is going to be tokenized. Everything. It takes time. It's a process. But when it takes off, you want to be positioned. All right. That is just, that's exciting. It's just exciting. There's nothing else I can say about it. Okay, there's that. Now, here's the second piece of excellent news. News you can use. News you can use. Ripple's allies expand. Coinbase files Amicus brief in the fight against the SEC. And it's about doggone time. It's about time. The SEC, I'm just not feeling real good about them. The government is really overstepping. And I don't think that you infiltrate an asset class and an industry, and then you drag it out, let everybody lose their money, put a lot of investors at risk. You take years and years and years to resolve issues. We're the taxpayers, and there's no reason why this work can't be done faster. There's just no reason. So anyway, the crypto exchange Coinbase has filed documentation asking permission. They want permission to help Ripple Labs in its ongoing legal battle with the SEC. Hallelujah. Thank you. I am so glad. Okay, maybe this will expedite this and get this issue taken care of. And so basically, I'm going to explain to you all. You're probably saying, what in the heck is an amicus brief? Okay, I'm going to tell you what that is in a minute. Just hold tight. So Coinbase's chief legal officer, his name is Paul Grewal, said in a series of tweets, everybody tweets stuff, social media, it's on Twitter, on October 31st, that the exchange had asked a presiding judge for permission to file an amicus brief, saying that the case was a textbook definition of just how critical fair notice is. And fair notice, that is something that, as if you're in the United States, we are protected under our Constitution to receive fair notice. And what that means is, if you haven't been given notice that something is illegal, then you can't be held accountable, or you can't be punished or admonished for that thing. So for example, let's say you're driving down the road, you're just driving and you're going about 80 miles per hour. If you didn't have notice that the speed limit was 40, then you can't get a ticket when you're driving 80. So the Constitution gives us that protection and says, before you can punish someone or hold them accountable, they've got to have noticed that the thing that they're doing is wrong. Okay. And that's it in a nutshell. So basically, earlier today, he asked Judge Torres for permission to file an amicus brief. Our point is pretty simple. This is textbook case. How critical fair notice is in any reasonable notice of due process under the law. And that's basically it. An amicus brief, known as a friend of the court. So an amicus brief, Coinbase wants to be in support of Ripple Labs. And it's the brief is a legal document containing advice or information relating to a court case from an organization or individual that is not directly involved in the case. Coinbase is not involved in this legal case with Ripple and the SEC. So this amicus brief is saying, Coinbase is saying, hey, we have information that we can provide to the court on behalf of a person involved in this lawsuit that could help them. And that's what the amicus brief is. And so Grewal added that a fundamental protection under the U.S. Constitution is that authorities can't condemn conduct as a violation of law without providing fair notice that the conduct is illegal. And that's basically it. So basically, what Ripple is saying and what Coinbase is saying is that Coinbase had not received notice that what they were doing was illegal. Therefore, they can't be punished for doing the things that they did. And so that's all I got. So you know what? Things are brewing. Things are getting good. Click on like, click on subscribe. Tell me y'all what you think. What do you think? What do you think first about JP Morgan? Do you all see how slick these jokers are? JP Morgan actually is doing DeFi transactions where they did one successfully. They had a pilot program. So they say one thing and they do another. What do you all think about JP Morgan and them having that successful DeFi transaction? What do you think about traditional finance being transitioned to the blockchain? What are your thoughts? I think it's coming. Now, you know, the government is slow. Big business is slow. They got to try things out. They've got to get their hands wrapped around it, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. And also, tell me, what do you all think about Coinbase stepping up to help out Ripple and XRP? I think it's a good thing. I think it's a very good thing. I think it's honorable. So remember, my name is Ida. I am your crypto teacher. This is not financial advice, but you know what? I'm going to start back accumulating just a little bit because I think the market may go down a little bit more. I don't know. You can't time the top or the bottom. You just got to do your own research and determine where you want to invest your money. But I am super excited. I stay engaged with crypto. I am excited about crypto, and I am positioning myself so that I can get a piece of the pie, a big piece of the pie when the next bull market comes. So click on like, subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm getting close. I'm only about 115 away. So I appreciate you all. Like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. My name is Ida. I am your crypto teacher. I'm out.